So, me, a fully vaccinated person, and John, also a fully vaccinated person, on January 6th, I developed a headache around noon. I have a new job. Been there about a month and a half. Because the old place didn't pay shit, and I don't want to work there anymore. I developed a headache around right before I went to lunch, whatever. Didn't think anything of it because, that happens sometimes because I drink a lot. Got home that night, about 7 o'clock, took my temperature, and it was 100.4. I caught the Omicron. I had, the next morning, my knee is black. Why is my knee black? I fell the other night and hit it, but damn, shit, fire. Anyway, I felt okay the next morning. I mean, I had like head congestion because it feels like 8 outside, Fahrenheit. But I went and found some COVID tests, fully masked, of course, because I'm not a fucking dumbass. And both of us tested positive, so we got that was a Wednesday morning that we tested. So we both got a 3-day vacation from where I had actually had 4. On the next day, I didn't feel great. And I only worked like half a day because I really wasn't just into it. I had my laptop. I was working from home. But yeah, so get your fucking shots. Like, I am tired of having been diabetic in March of this year, it'll be 29 years, type 1. I am tired of people refusing to get vaccinated and spreading this shit to people who could. My grandfather was recently diagnosed with prostate cancer, has not left his house except to go to doctor's appointments, which thankfully he has a huge fucking farm and he has plenty to go around and do outside. But I mean, he's also 86 years old. But I am tired of people refusing to get the shot because they think that the pandemic is a hoax. People are literally dying. Like, millions of people have died from this shit. Thankfully, both of us had mild cases because we are vaccinated. But the fact that I couldn't even go see my grandfather right before he started his radiation treatment and barely got to go to the hospital when my kid had to have knee surgery because she fell down some steps and tore her ACL, like the day that her surgery was, which she caught it too, and her surgery was postponed, was 14 days after I tested positive, and I wasn't sure if they were even going to let me in the damn hospital while she had her knee surgery. Thankfully, they did. But the fact that this shit's been going on for almost 2 years. In March, it'll be 2 years since this shit's been going on for this long, and people are still refusing to get vaccinated. And I'm not even speaking to people who are like just generally anti-vaxxers, because I wrote those people out of my life a long time ago because y'all are just fucking stupid. Why do you think we don't have polio anymore? Why do you think my kid didn't catch the chicken pox, but I did? Holy shit. Look at that. Vaccines work. Y'all are really pissing me off. These people who are super conservative, super, like, do you realize that your orange baby king was vaccinated? Like, do you realize that? Like, he is vaccinated. They're not implanting microchips in you. They're not trying to kill you with a vaccine. They are just trying to keep you alive. And the fact that you see all these stories that have come out over the last 2 years, people were having weddings where they didn't want anyone to wear a mask because they wanted their pictures to look good. They wanted to see smiling faces, not squinty eyes. Quote, I read this in an article. And then, like, people go home from these weddings and they spread COVID to family members or their family members who weren't even invited to the wedding, like people who were not a part of this wedding. And people have died from shit like this because people just can't be fucking responsible. My cousin got married on my birthday in 2020. And I wore a mask. Everyone in my immediate family wore a mask. I did not get up and interact. We did not get on the dance floor. Nothing like that. The most like interaction I had was I went and poured a bunch of champagne when they did the toast. In there with the people who were serving the food and who were also, masked up and whatever. 6 or 8 people developed COVID because one of the bridesmaids didn't feel really well, but she didn't want to miss the wedding, so she just didn't say anything. And then, 6 or 8 people got sick, and that was November 2020. So, imagine if you had, come into contact with somebody who, imagine if, some of my great aunts who did not show up had shown up. What if you had, gotten them sick and killed them? And I'm not blaming my cousin at all. It was I completely blame that bridesmaid, but just get your fucking shots. Get your boosters. If they say you need another booster in 6 months, go fucking get it. Thankfully, was the silver lining on the cloud of COVID. Thankfully, now that John and I have both had it and gotten over it, never lost my sense of taste. Thank God. We're super immune, supposedly, but how many variants are there going to be? You never fucking know. And you know what? There would be fewer variants 100 years ago because more people would have died because we wouldn't have had as many vaccines and that wouldn't have been readily available to everyone. But now that it is, people are choosing to live like they lived 100 years ago by not getting their vaccines and purposely infecting themselves and having COVID parties and purposely infecting everyone around them and spitting on people and coughing on people and just being general fucking cunts. There's absolutely no reason for it. And I really think that some of those people should go to prison. I really do. If you are purposefully out there infecting people, fuck you. We could have nipped this shit in the bud. Have y'all looked at New Zealand? Didn't they eradicate the shit fairly fucking quickly? It was gone. I get that they're a lot smaller than we are here, but quit being a fucking dumbass Trumper and go get your fucking shots. Just do it. I'm tired of having to carry fucking masks wherever I go. I'm tired of having to hunt down COVID tests for me and people I know. I am tired of all of it. And you should be too. But instead, you're just out here let me lick the floor and get the COVID. People who do that deserve it. Whatever comes to them. And hopefully it's pretty fucking drastic. Hopefully it gets them out the way. Because I'm over it. I'm done. I'm done. It's ridiculous. I'm going to see Elton John Saturday, and I just bought these tickets off of a friend because she didn't want to go because of COVID, and I was like, hell, I just fucking had it. Apparently I'm super immune now. I'll go. Mask up, whatever. And he's canceled a couple of shows, I think in Dallas, because he has COVID. His keyboard player had COVID. Why are y'all trying to kill Elton John? Why? Why are y'all showing up to his concert unvaccinated and getting that motherfucker sick? We already lost Freddie Mercury. We already lost all the other greats. Thank God we still have Robert Plant. But get your fucking shots. I'm fucking tired of it. Fucking tired of it.